Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. We are finally back with another thrilling episode of
The Rat. Huh?
You see, all of humanity's greatest inventions have been leading up to this very moment. And it can be most clearly seen with the invention of the camera, specifically the one that can record. I don't think it's very much of a stretch to say that this adventure has been in the making for at least a few millennia, and now here we are. And this series only has, it doesn't have very many views at all. Okay, but the few of you that are here, you understand how monumentous this comeback is, or the series in general is. You know, it will probably last even in the end of time. That's how long it will last. And soon, future generations of archaeologists will find this wondrous gem. And they will understand how life-changing it is. People don't know it yet, but soon, this will be huge. Mark my words. Almost as huge as that guy's nose. And if you've seen last video, you know that the big schnozzes are not ones that you should be trusting very much. And I don't think it's a coincidence either, because the big schnozzes, the pea shooters, they were green, right? Well, the thinner, the thing that destroys? I mean, look guys, I know that I am kind of joking here, but at the same time, there are some parallels you can make to real life. That's all I'm gonna say. So wait, now this has to be at the bottom. The bottom of the meniscus. Gotta see for certain if this... No, that definitely is the top. And this one definitely in the middle. The concept art. These are all top. And now we rearrange stuff for the bottom. See, it does take its sweet time though. That's the... Now hang on a minute. No, hang on a minute. It changes the whole... Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. They really don't want me to do multiple paintings at the same time. Easy shit. Easy shit. And now we have to kill more of the locals again. Oh, isn't this just swell? Wait a minute! I've convinced not 2, but 3 of them to join my side. I think so. No, they were just attacking each other for fun. See, that's the advantage I have. I know attacking the locals isn't okay, and canonically being an illegal immigrant, all that's pretty bad. But look at the shade of my skin. That's a pretty dark shade. That's a dark shade. Ignore the white part. But look at most of my body. I think that means I can get away with most crimes. I think. I don't know. Do they have sympathy for minorities in Wasteland? Actually, I don't. They probably don't, considering that Prescott was willing to slaughter a phone. Oh yes. Alright, begin the operation. Man, I wonder what it's like being a girl. Oh, it's all just a nightmare. Now, I do remember having more trouble on this section. More trouble than I should have. The chaos in my library must be stopped. This haunting is out of control. The ghosts disturbing the bookcases have sent many of my prized books flying away.
First, you must seek out the broken skulls that are afraid of his spirits. Prepare them, and all the spirits will leave my bookcases. Second, collect the flyaway books that are still here in this room. I sent Ghosty and Debug Easy to retrieve one of my books. I understand you have it. Return it to me, and I will be generous.
Yeah, I have a book. Oh, what's going on, big guy? How'd you get in there? You know what? Let's have a nice chat about it. Welcome to therapy. Basically, the way this is gonna work is that you're to tell me about your problems. I'll make sure to tell you that most of them are okay to feel, but what I won't do is solve your actual problem. So, tell me, fine gentlemen, how are you feeling? Alright, well, I don't appreciate the silent treatment.
Alright, you mentioned something about a pin. Thank you very much. I might just have to slap that pin on my car.
Let's roll. Easy shit.
The spirits must like you.
Now, here's something that I want to mention. I don't think I've actually ever encountered a ghost before that I know of. But I do have these weird memories of back in the old house, my very young years. I remember being on the floor of my room, and I would have this bed higher up, can only be accessed by a ladder. So that's where I slept, above all of the disgusting mortals. And I just have these memories of it being late at night. For whatever reason, I'm out of my bed, on the floor, and I'm next to my nightlight, right? And I just have these weird memories of objects in my room suddenly moving, and then I would run away back up to the bed via the ladder. But I remember sometimes struggling a little bit to go up the ladder. I have another kind of memory where I'm convinced that it's not real, but I can't remember it any other way. I remember this was at my babysitter's house years ago, and there were two other kids there, right? We were outside. She had a playground. It was all fun and games, right? Until this giant fly appeared. Now, I'm pretty sure it was a horsefly, and yeah, horseflies are pretty big. But in my memory, this fly was massive. We were on the stairs. I think the babysitter wanted us to go back inside, so we were going up the stairs. The fly, it was the size of the arms of the stairs, but it was slightly bigger. I'll try to put some visualizers on screen. Now, you could say that, oh, well, when you're young, you're smaller, and so everything else seems bigger. If I were to, like, show my memory on screen for what it is, you'd realize that that wouldn't have mattered. This still would have been massive. Saying that it's big, even for a horsefly, would be an understatement. But I'm not even convinced that it happened, but I can't remember that day any other way. I also remember we all carried this big stick together. We had to ward it away from the arm. I feel like I should also bring this up now that I've gone into some chapters of my origin story. I don't have any more memories of encountering that kind of shit. You know, the giant fly that probably wasn't even that big, but I can't remember it any other way. The memories of stuff moving around when they shouldn't be. But ever since those days, I've never experienced anything like that again. And Gus saying, oh, the spirits like you, it kind of reminded me of that, because I have this theory, right? Because now that I've grown more, my autism has fully manifested into a more powerful form. So over time, I've just become more and more repugnant to invading spirits. So basically, I could become like a border patrol for demons at 3 a.m. Because they're not gonna make it past the Ouija board. At least I don't think. Oh, one more of these guys. Alright, well, you can have some of my e-tickets if you want, because you have a new house guest. And considering the size of him, it's probably going to cost a lot of money to keep him around here. Oh, and now we have the organ room.
Dash spam.
This is awesome. You guys like this? I sure do. Oh. That is one very unfortunate seat. I'm just gonna assume that the eye is there because it's a living being. That's a terrible way to live. Finish my song by jumping on the notes I provide. Just about. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fucking kill you now. No, let me up there. Okay. There we go. Win. Boom. 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 Blessed with one eye, cursed to gaze into the star of darkness. Here we are, where he lives. You are persistent, but there is no way you will make it through this attic. Cool it, buddy. I think we can get one more in here. You okay? Hello? I think I lobotomized him. He's not doing so good. Okay. If we could just... Oh, yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Necessary. Oh wait, it's not gonna work. Oh well, it's time to kill everything. I'll kill you too. Oh yeah, I'm skilled. Yeah, come on. See, now this is why I like this section. This is so much of this. Oh, close call there. Good thing I have plenty of health to spare. Shit. Just about. Oh yeah. Nope. Do the thing, buddy. Oh, hell yeah. Now you're dead. Whee! There we go. Feels good to murder. Are you gonna do anything, or what? Alright, now you're just wasting my time. Yeah, good riddance. And no one will miss you. I piss in your eye. You pay for this, Mickey Mouse! What are you looking so sad for? Feels good to win. Let's go.
I can't say we will miss this place. You all weren't that much fun anyway.
Besides, I hear something big is happening on Mickey Junk Mountain. Before I forget, I want you to have this piece of Donald. We have things for you. What, can I not interact with him now? Come on, man. You gotta be kidding. Here we are in Minky Junk Mountain. What? It's locked down! And they closed. Oswald really isn't a nice guy. He really doesn't want me to repair the animatronic characters. You and your new best friend can't travel the way I do. Yeah, see, your dialogue was written back in 2010. It's not 2010 anymore. Especially since I got... Boom! And I can do a bit of... Doing, 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 doing.
Take it to the top. Take it to the top.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Well, it looks like we couldn't rescue the animatronics today. But we're going to have an epic fight next time. So this may have been... This was a shorter recording session, so it may be a shorter episode. But for good reason, I want to get this final section finished with. Alright, goodbye.